The Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, came out to defend himself nearly after like a month, ever since the nominated Minister Muganga came out to accuse him of failing him as a minister. When these things happened, when Muganga accused Thomas Tayebwa, that is the reasons why he failed, I think, the interview for being a minister, I just knew that one day Thomas Tayebwa would come out and have a rebuttal, because for every action there is a reaction. Thomas Tayebwa said these statements.
Social media is going to make it very, very hard for you. And people are going to make allegations on you. You are going to carry a lot of burden. I can give myself as an example. When we were on vetting of ministers, the vetting of ministers, according to our rules, is indoor, is closed door. Okay? Yes, it's closed door. But someone comes out and makes wild allegations on you, and you cannot come to clarify to say, no, we did this because the rules say it is closed door. Okay? Even someone, very, very simple, and you find you're boxed in a corner. You carry a burden. Someone said, I hate Banyarwanda. I don't want Banyarwanda. But I mean, if the rules were saying, bring a document, this is not an issue of opinion. It's not an issue of Tayebwa's opinion. It's an issue of you presenting what you're required to present. And then my hands would be tied. So you are going to have those kinds of challenges. They are going to come very many. You will carry the burden of the whole house. They will accuse you for things. Sometimes you will keep quiet because you know a lot. If you start talking out, you might end up, going way, way beyond. So I request you, honorable colleagues, be cautious. Be cautious. Seek professional advice. We are going to have a very honest discussion as a leadership with the CPA. A very, very honest discussion with the Public Relations Department. And see how best we can help you MPs.
That is Thomas Tayebwa. We should understand, Thomas Tayebwa raised these pertinent issues that one, when a nominee accused him of something, he didn't have the resources to rebuttal. Because, okay, these interviews for minister are done in closed door according to the rules, which is also a problem. In developed countries, when a minister is nominated, is interviewed in the public because he's going to occupy a public office. There is no reason as to why a minister can be interviewed in closed door because of the parliamentary rulings. Rulings can be suspended. Take, for example, in Kenya. When a minister is going to be interviewed by parliament, it is done in the public eye, so that even the public can know the kind of minister who is going to occupy certain dockets. But here in Uganda, like the previous cabinet, some of the cabinets even did interviews on Zoom. I doubt that they even did. Okay. So part of the reason is doing interviews in the closed door, yet the rules can be suspended. It is the truth. By that way, even a nominee as a minister cannot put the burden, okay, on a speaker because it will be in the public domain. Secondly, Muganga showed bad manners. She showed desperation. Of course, it is normal as a human. One of the biggest jobs in the entire country, not even in the entire country, but many countries, being a minister is a privilege. You get the earning, you get the perks, etc. You can show some desperation as a human. But as a human being who holds various degrees, who's well-traveled, who has ever been in certain positions, is showed desperation to an extent of attacking the speaker and recording the speaker.
Anyway, woshime kuba member wadize nkabad you konka kankugambire kibaho muri jo mu committee babonaga mu muntu omwe obabanza bayanga and now you're that person just tell me to was kaboyo so kakaza no kunje no wanije Etwera akore ni kimwe iwe gambira muzeyi kimwe kuba member wagize nk'abadi you konka kankugambire kibaho muri jo mu komite babonagamo umuntu umwe obabanza bayangamo and now you're that person. Last time it was Kaboyo. So kakaza no kunje no wanyije. Etwera akore ni kimwe iwe gambira muzeyi ndi munyiva angwe.
It was below the build. It is the truth. It was below the build. Muganga, I think Muganga was driven by Frank Gashumba because Frank Gashumba, that's the way how Frank Gashumba operates in the public domain. I highly think that 90% of what Muganga said and did was influenced by Frank Gashumba. Frank Gashumba, that's the way how he operates. Muganga ought to have known that the way Genome 7 works is if he nominates someone, there is nothing that can stop him from getting that position. And I know all his ministers are going to be sworn in sooner or later. It's the reason why even the 4 ministers who had issues with their citizenship, like Chats Mosheruri, the daughter for Sam Kutesa, I think he had citizenship, I think in Canada, okay, and others, they were put on pending as they solve their citizen issues. So Muganga ought to have understood how Genome 7 operates so that he wouldn't show the panic. Because either he is going to be sworn in as a minister for as long as they solve their citizen issues. He was not, okay, truthful because he had other citizenship in other countries and he was lying. The people were interviewing him. And I hope that he works on it so that he can become minister. Because I think, are you from politics? Muganga is a good human being who can add a value in a ministry if he's given the powers. Okay? So the desperation resulted to that is the reasons why the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, I think he calculated very well on what and when he should come out and counter Muganga. The other day, emotions were so high, had he come out to account at that time, maybe we would have different results. So he did in the right time. So for me, I think it was panic. And every minister will swear in. Because that has ever happened with Moses Sari. There's a day, the first time Moses Sari was appointed in cabinet, people came out to say that he has other citizenship in South Sudan. But it was done very well to be understood because that's how Genome 7 works.
But I just wanted to make those few comments. Now, Moses Sari has not been sworn in this time because he's in Western Nile. He went there to do some work. We delayed his swearing in because the issue of his citizenship was not clear. There were allegations that he was not a citizen of Uganda. And what was most serious, there was allegations that he was not born in Uganda and that his claim that he was born in Uganda was fraudulent. Now, according to the information I have been able to get from some residents of Gulu district, it seems Moses Ali's grandfather came from Sudan. He's of the Bari tribe, which is in Sudan, but his grandfather moved into Acholi, a place I think called Palabek or something like that, and then later on his father of Moses moved to Moyo. So although he's of Bari origin, which is a tribe in Sudan, he has been born here. And I think, according to the information I have, he qualifies to be called a citizen. And I have not found any evidence to say that he has been claiming to have been born here when he wasn't. That's the information I have, and therefore he would be sworn in when he's available.
So for me, I think Muganga showed panic and desperation. He didn't show truthmanship and understanding because of influence, I think, from Frank Gashumba. And every person should know that if Genome 7 appoints you in cabinet, you are going to be a minister no matter what. There's a day when Genome 7 appointed as serving army official. He has always done so. And Parliament objected until he forced them to authorize them. like Atumba Wamala, the former CDF who died, I've forgotten his name, who died when he was just being a Minister of Internal Affairs. I've forgotten her name. So it is normal. Of course, as my PMN is truly Mr. Makindi Kabesuleman Magri. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.